This podcast is a part of the Royal We Network.
Spit on me.
I want to elaborate on this porn boat situation, though, because I am just full of questions.
No, but seriously, what's the porn boat? I don't know about it. Nate has all the facts.
Nate, where was it found? Please give a little rundown.
I don't know a whole lot about it. A mutual friend of ours sent a snap out on Snapchat. A snap.
Oh, snap.
Snap.
Basically, the snap just opened up, and it was like a crashed boat, like a ran ashore. And they went
Sure. The captain was not. His mind was not on the wheel.
Yeah, he was not.
He was definitely not 10 and 2.
This is how you run a boat? You gotta run a boat 10 and 2 too? Also? 10 and 2 also? For you guys up in Connecticut. They ran the shore.
Wait, who's
Yeah,
you? Well,
up there.
none of us is you guys. None of us are in Connecticut.
Mm,
Not
anymore.
State, I guess. Yeah.
not anymore, but it's from where you guys hail from, right?
Right. Oh, I suppose. Wait, Taylor's from
I
Connecticut?
don't know
Yeah.
if anybody's ever. Does anyone ever say, I hail from Connecticut? They usually say that with like
Hail,
England
stranger.
or Wales.
I am son of Roy. I come from the land of
hail.
Connecticut.
Greetings,
Hail
Outlander.
the
From
great
where do you
nutmeg
hail?
state.
And they go, the land of the porn boat?
Yes, we've heard.
Is it true that boats crash ashore with a bountiful harvest of porn?
What makes me think of, like, are either of you familiar with the Bang Bus?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yes,
porn
my
thing.
boyfriend was very recently like, he didn't know what that was. He was like, why do you know that?
What's great is imagine how inefficient and ineffectual it would be if it was a bang boat.
Dude, I'm sure Bang Boat's out there. That company makes
Not anymore.
No, it is.
Bus, Bang Taxi, like probably Bang Rickshaw if you looked hard enough.
Bang rickshaw.
Bang gondola.
God,
Hey, a girl.
The thing is, the driver,
slow,
the
steady
guy,
ride into romance.
yeah, the
Well, I doubt
navigator
romance
doesn't
has anything to do
participate.
with
He
it.
just kind of stands there and pretends that he's
Well,
not there.
Well, the driver never participates.
Other languages.
When this,
So you think this was just a Bang Boat gone wrong?
I don't know.
Like,
Like you said, I
makes
think there
sense.
is such a thing as a bang boat, but I don't think the
I'm
people
sure.
ever come back from the bang boat. They go out and get banged and get dropped in the ocean.
Like, whoa.
Who's getting on a boat? Who's getting on a boat? It's sketchy enough to get into a van with somebody. It's even a lot more to be like, hey, you want to go on a boat and let
yeah,
us
but
film
none
you?
of that's real. They're not just going up to stranger asking them to get in the bus.
Oh, I know.
It's all
Yeah, I get it.
paid. Like, so
When you watch stuff like that, you really have to suspend any disbelief.
Don't ruin my suspension of disbelief, Sam. What do you mean? Don't ruin Bang Bus for me.
I really thought those people wanted to get on that boat to have a good time.
Next thing you're gonna tell me that Big Sausage Pizza, they didn't even really order extra sausage, aka penis.
can you order? Are there places where you can order pizza out to a boat?
Oh yeah, because I have a friend who lived on a boat and he would order pizza all the time. But it's like, the boat has to be parked in the marina. You can't just be in the middle of the sound and be like, it's 30 minutes or it's free, bitch.
Yeah,
We need you to deliver pizza at the international waters. Actually, I think this is the plot to Taken 4. You didn't tip me.
That's your Liam Neeson.
He's a delivery man now. It's the only job he can get after fucking up his life of CIA special ops
He's
career.
murdered so many men.
His whole family's dead now. He's run out of family. He just eventually sounds he's like a TV or a pizza man. A TV
Let me get
man.
this straight, but he gets to the house. They don't tip him. I mean, wouldn't in theory he be like, you didn't tip me, and then he kills them, like, movie over? Like, or is
No,
he be
they-
like, I'm going to come back and kill you?
I'll be back.
No, they call him. They call him and have him deliver a pizza to a fake address and stand him up. And then when he gets there,
Oh.
like they're like, "No, we didn't order a pizza." And they closes the door. And then the phone rings. They're like, "Oh, we got you, old man. That house didn't even order a fucking pizza." Ha ha. And he clicks and he calls me. He's like, "I have a very particular set of skills. Ones that make me a nightmare for people who order pizza and then don't deliver. Actually, I delivered and you didn't pay me. So whatever the
What about
Just-
what
he
about
just
the
getting all
real
upset.
mean with the pepperoni?
yeah, I've said this. Someone ordered a big sausage pizza. And I aim to fucking deliver."
Well, I had some friends who used to work. They'd be where they were in the military.
Leslie Nielsen in his firstborn in his first adult role.
Wait, Leslie Nielsen.
Leslie.
Oh wait, did I say Leslie Nielsen? Oh my god, why did that come from? Like a midget at a urinal with a bee on my
Nielsen
toes.
delivers pizza and then goes and kills what could presumably be a bunch of 13-year-old boys.
I had
Okay,
a
that's
friend who
really-
used to, when he was training, because he's in the military, I think he's a Marine.
Leslie Nielsen.
he's a Marine, and apparently, like down at the training site, is like very common for them to order pizza, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the guys who work at the Pizza Hut site are also like guys who are military. So they'd be training out in the woods doing their like training stuff with like guns and whatever the fuck the military does. I have no idea. But so they would order pizza because they'd have no food. They're on strict military diets. And they're
getting special ops pizza deliveries.
Exactly. So what they would do is they'd give the pizza guys their longitude and latitude, like their GPS coordinates. And the guys would come and give it to him, and then the guys would come out of the woods with guns, pay him, and then they'd have to like the pizza was gold or uranium or something, protect it back to base because the other camps of soldiers don't have pizza. So they have
this is like just an advanced version of like scout camp.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I heard Cabin 4 got pizza. That's bullcrap, man.
They told me like when they go in, like he was on guard patrol, and they're walking. The guy has like 10 boxes of pizza, and he's walking, and they have guns, and he's like, "Yeah, step back," putting his hand in faces and like pointing guns. They're like, "Get back! Don't touch the prize!" Blah blah blah. And like they're walking into the tent, and they have to like protect it. And then if they eat it and get rid of the boxes, if they eat it and get rid of the boxes, like their sarge or whatever won't get mad at them. But like if the sarge or whoever's in charge sees that they had pizza and they like make a mess or whatever, then they get.
Why is it that some of these guys have to put themselves into bomb threat level procedures to get a pizza, but they've got other dudes working at the pizza place? Is my question.
They were dishonorably discharged for ordering fucking pizza.
They're dishonorably discharged, but they still got to stay within range of the base and make pizza.
Exactly. And they said, you know what? I mean, I got discharged for this, so I might as well get a job there.
You might as well just hang out. the place that made me lose my career and put a permanent state on my record.
Taylor,
you know what?
It's either the pizza place or the porn boat. And you know who has better benefits? You're right, the pizza place.
You know what? That would actually
it sounds like a benefit of the pizza place that you get to stay alive, according to Nate on the porn boat.
Yeah, that would be a great name for a military-based porn, though. Dishonorably discharged. Or just dishonorable discharge is what it would be called.
Oh, that has to exist already.
Yeah.
If not, somebody can make a lot of money off that URL.
I missed the porn boat on that one. Well, we got 30 seconds into the porn boat story.
Oh, we never even explained it.
No, we didn't explain it at all. Immediately went off on a tangent. Like, there's this porn boat and the Army orders pizza.
Okay, go on.
So anyway, this thing drifted ashore during a storm or a foggy night or something, and they were there just exploring the shipwreck, and then they went below deck, and it's full of... Apparently I'm politically incorrect here, and I apologize in advance. It was full of tranny porn, and it was all like transgender,
Well, I don't know what the correct term
advertised as tranny porn.
It did, yeah, it did. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't mean to offend anybody, but I'm just reading the cover of the thing. On the front of it said like, "Mom's a tranny!" exclamation point, and like the dad's like, "Oh man, like how did this slip by honeymoon night?" You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean, mom's a tranny?
Yeah, wait a minute.
No, say, hold on. Said, like, fuck my tranny ass. Like, what?
Oh my god. So, but okay, hold on. I have several questions.
That's all the porn that was on it.
This happened fairly recently.
Yeah.
And
they found it like on a
in my
beach.
mind, for some reason, when you say a boat drifted ashore, my first thought is like the Goonies-esque, like a
I think ghost ship. I think a galleon. I think like a big galleon.
Ghost ship with a big like hole blown in the side and porn spilling out onto shore.
This was like a yacht, and it crashed, and it had this, it had like a lower deck, like a small lower deck where you could go there and sleep and watch your tapes.
Your tapes.
There were tapes and DVDs, but the thing was, like, I don't understand. Like, it was full of them, and magazines, porn magazines too.
Who's going on a boat to read porn magazines? Who's doing that?
Apparently, that's my question. That was my thing. It raised so many questions with me because I was like, was this thing transporting loads of porn? No pun intended. And then it crashed on the shore, and like porn was there and people were finding it, or does this shipwreck exist and someone be like, this would be a great place for my tranny porn collection stash, and then they put it there, but then everybody comes, but people apparently knew it was there. I wonder if it's like a geocache.
Wait, back up. Paint a picture for us. It's a wrecked ship. Like, you can clearly see as a boat. It's a broken boat that's on the beach.
And it didn't crash on a popular beach. Like, it's been somewhere for a while.
I don't know. How long can Snapchats be? They're like a few seconds long. They're like, dude, that's the amount of information I got.
I don't. Yeah, my question is like, did like somebody's yacht like
was like
basically
50
like
seconds.
come at like 60 miles an hour or knots or whatever the fuck, just crash into Cape Cod? Or was it like a boat had like crashed in like years ago, nestled into some little remote private beach? You know what I mean? And kids have been going there for like, or at least weeks, and being like, and filling up their gunny sack of porn. Their bindles. Kids on the run filling up their bindles full of porn.
Little hobo bindles.
What makes me think is how incredibly we should stage Snapchats. Just make Snapchats that pose more questions than answers. People are like, wait, Sam, what?
Hashtag porn boat, sad face.
I live directly above a porn store, so I can go down there and get all the tranny porn we need.
No, I mean like you just like fake a death.
Hey, can I return this? We're just doing this for a goof. I don't really need this much.
I keep it in the plastic. Can I bring it back?
Are there collectors?
The porn in the plastic.
Is there collector like like Superman issue 1 is worth like $13,000? Is there collector's porn? Is there like, oh man?
Well,
I like
this
how
is
your mind
Backdoor
went to,
Bangers 2 in mint condition. This is the one where they got the wrong cover. It's got a double cover on it, and it's the cover to like something completely different. Man, makes it ultra rare.
It's not even wrinkles and stuff. It's how much
something
semen is on it.
Something really innocent that your mind went to collector to me. Because my first thought is like, it's in plastic, so nobody just jerks off in the back of a store and then puts it back. Like you can't just open it and be like, "You want to buy that, sir?" Nah, I'm good, thanks. And then just leave.
Who has
thanks.
Whose monkey is on their back so hard that they have to go to the store, just to grab the bag, and go into the back room?
Tons of monkeys on tons of backs. Dude, people are doing way weirder shit than going into a porn store and cranking one out. At least there's nudity and stuff in there. I'm not defending it. It sounds like I just jumped on the defense on this thing.
No, listen, man.
Hey.
Yeah,
You don't know.
where did you say you lived again?
I got a monkey in a bag.
Directly above a porn store.
I read a story online about a guy. He was like on vacation and he was in a hotel room and like his monkey was on his back, and he decided it would be the best thing to do was to go out on the balcony and jerk off through the banister. And he like jerked off of his balcony and landed on the balcony below him. And there were people down there like eating.
No.
And they just thought it was like a bird shit or something. And they're like, huh?
Oh no. Huh? Yeah.
Until little little like ripped pieces of some sort of like horrifying magazine started also raining down
What is
upon
he doing?
them.
Ripping them up? What do you mean? What kind of jerking off is he doing?
I'm done with this one.
He's just flailing. He's just flailing. The force of him flailing in ecstasy is just causing this magazine to shred in midair.
Well, that's definitely a decision that as soon as he was done with the deed, he was like, what have I done?
Yeah. Reality came snapping back into his head, and he's like, whoa. Like he's at a murder scene. Like, what happened? Dear God.
Well, I'm saying, like, you could, with Snapchat, you don't give people the whole picture.
The pieces of it.
This magazine stuck to him.
He's trying to destroy the evidence, but he's just raining it down upon the mom.
He was running from the
just came
running
down
from the scene with just wadded up pieces of porn magazine stuck to his body.
That would be funny to do to someone, like, instead of tar and feather, you cover them in like honey or something, and then rip up a bunch of porn and throw it on them while they're sleeping. That's what weird.
Yes, honey.
Honey, you know what I mean?
Somebody did this to me. What do you mean? Did I do this? No, somebody did.
Clearly, my friends are
somebody
strange.
did this to me.
No one would believe you. No one would believe you. If someone found you naked, covered in honey and porn, they'd be like, "What? Why? Why did you do this?"
Yeah.
Like, I
My
didn't.
met the coolest bear.
My first question is why does anyone with internet purchase
Why
paper
would they
porn
say
anymore, or just purchase porn in general anymore? Quite frankly.
Because you don't listen, Taylor. You don't understand the monkeys on backs. You don't understand how strong those monkeys are sometimes.
But RedTube and shit exists for
Right,
the
sometimes,
monkeys.
Taylor, you see an advertisement and it's not. You have to pay for that particular episode.
This is true.
And
You're
you're
like,
like,
"It's not
well,
this-"
listen, my monkey says no. Get that episode. Get that banana. I want that one.
I'm not listening to you, monkey.
I want teen banana.
And it says,
It's like, no monkey, please.
No monkey, no, please, I can't, not again. Next thing you know, you're jerking off a balcony.
Next thing you know, we've all made mistakes. We've all made sexual mistakes.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you forget to put your boat on autopilot and you crash into a beach and unload your precious porn stash.
maybe it was the guy in the lighthouse's fault. Maybe it wasn't even the people in the boat. You ever think that what would be ironic is if the guy in the lighthouse was misused. He tilted the light away from the ocean to read his porn, and then little did he know that caused the boat full of porn to crash. But that's the thing.
The guy at the
I'm
lighthouse
still not
needed
specified.
The lighthouse fucking spotlight to read.
That's so irresponsible. He couldn't just like turn his iPhone on. He's like, well, I got this big light here.
This was way up north. This guy didn't have an
I my
iPhone.
porn to be so blindingly
How far
bright.
north? What do you mean? This is way up north.
I have the same mental image of the far north that you guys probably have in the deep south. Like, I imagine that boat crashing on the thing full of porn is the equivalent of like that when people will be like going into the woods and finding porn in the woods when you're a kid.
Imagine this. Imagine this. Okay. This is a
Never
strange.
found the woods porn.
Okay, I'm gonna have to take a couple leaps of reality for this story to make any sense, of this thought process to make any sense. Bear with me.
Huh?
You guys know the Bermuda Triangle, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, here
So
we
you're
go.
in your yacht. You're in your
Off and run.
yacht. You're in your yacht full of transvestite porn, right? Transgender, whatever the correct term is. You're
Yeah,
in the
whatever it would be for that particular fetish.
right. You're in your boat full of that, and you go into the Bermuda Triangle, and your boat gets transported to another dimension. Now, let's say that this brings you back either like Game of Thrones times, or like listen. So let's go the 1200s, right? You're in your advanced ass yacht. Okay,
Yep.
you crash ashore.
What happened in the 1200s? I have no frame of reference. That means nothing.
1100s was like Genghis Khan time.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, this is fucking wild. Was it like the Dark Ages?
Okay, but listen, okay.
Sorry, we're getting off track.
We talking Genghis, we talking Kubla.
You crash your con. No, you don't crash your con. You crash your boat.
Crash your gun?
Stay together. Stay
Anyway.
Stay with me.
Okay.
And your magazines wash ashore to those people. That would blow their brains. They'd be like, what? Women, penises, pictures?
they'd be like, first of all,
They would have to think it came from space. They would think it came from another
oh yeah.
planet.
I mean, the only thing they had at that point was drawings and like paintings and carvings. Barely even paintings, like carvings, etchings.
Barely even paintings.
No.
Why that was funny to me? They had
Scrolls and
barely
writing and
even
stuff.
paint-
In the 1100s, there was like whole religions and things like that. It was the Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that's true. Okay, I'm really bad when it comes to like trying to figure out.
They barely had paintings.
Look, I haven't studied art history in 5 years, guys. I've basically forgotten everything.
Pretty sure they had
Been a
some of the
while.
best paintings.
In the 1200s?
They had some good ones.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, I'm thinking fucking way earlier. My bad. I'm sorry.
Okay, but imagine Da Vinci. Okay, he's painting Mona Lisa or whatever, and then transvestite porn shows up on the shore, and he's like, "Hi, arrivederci."
Like
They
Rocky
barely
Horror
had
Picture
concepts.
Show?
They barely had concepts of gay or straight or like any. I mean, they were just figuring out like real about the anatomy. Imagine
Yeah,
that.
they didn't know what the
coming out, they're
goddamn moon was. Tranny porn's gonna blow their fucking minds.
yeah, Da Vinci's cutting up bodies.
We're just like,
at
yeah,
night
tranny porn,
just to
whatever.
figure out
They're
what
just
the
like,
fuck is going on. And then
Then
this
it came from that
floats
big white
ashore.
spot up there.
That would even just if it was a magazine, even if it was just like a Trout Weekly magazine, the idea of
Trout.
just like a magazine. Think about a
Trout
magazine. If you went back
Weekly.
1,000 years and showed them a magazine, they'd be like,
Oh.
"What is this?"
Is this?
Oh, I was thinking that Trout Weekly was a magazine that Da Vinci was reading. It's just a Renaissance picture, and it just says, "What is the moon?" We're still trying to find out.
Why would it be Trout Weekly? Why would they be talking about the moon, Taylor?
Hey, because the fucking moon controls tides. They think. I don't know.
They don't think that.
We're
They
still
didn't make
not
that
sure what it
connection.
is.
They didn't make the that thing is the water. There's no way.
But
They didn't
what
even know
is
what their
it? Do
brains
fish
were.
like it?
Wait, are we talking about then or now?
I don't know. I'm lost.
Dude, we
I don't know why the Bermuda Triangle was involved in that. I don't know why I had to make that. I had to explain my mythos. I couldn't have just said we brought the porn back in time. I had to like explain a
Yeah,
reason.
why the Bermuda Triangle?
Well, because
is that what
maybe
happens
that's
in the Bermuda Triangle? You
Yeah.
go back in time?
It brings your porn back in time.
You go back to Da Vinci's doorstep.
It only brings your shit back in time if there's porn on board.
Da Vinci's so mad at this point. He's like, another one.
Porn is the only thing.
I don't know
that
why
can
he's Yiddish.
yeah.
Ugh.
Like, wait.
Again with the tranny porn. Jeez.
Yeah, we'll go
We get
back
it
to
already.
Da Vinci.
We
He was
get
an
it.
Old
The
Jewish, he was
future's
an old
confusing.
Jewish man.
Ugh.
People always say like it'd be fun to bring back like an iPhone or like a TV or something back in time or a computer to show them, but like I think it could
I
be
think
even
about
more
that
simpler.
sometimes.
Show them like
Yeah, it's a big dildo.
or like a fleshlight.
You
They
could probably
probably had
bring
the-
back like some of our more modern dogs, and it would blow their mind.
You
bring
would.
a, bring a fucking Chihuahua back.
Oh, I thought you were going with
the
hot
Dark
dogs.
Ages.
I was
They'd
like,
be
yeah, fuck
what?
yeah. The Chicago
They
dog?
probably eat it. Yeah, just a hot.
This is great. This is what Taylor brings to the podcast. Nate and I said fleshlight. Nate said giant dildo. And Taylor said, just one of our modern dog breeds. I think that would be
And then I
interesting.
immediately thought
And
she
then
was
you
talking
said
about
hot
modern
dog.
hot dogs.
Like that's how like they're gonna see that, and then they'd be like, you know what, that would be good, tube shaped and between some bread.
Hot dogs, they've been overbreeding.
Yeah, it's
There's a
true.
real overbreed of hot
And
dogs.
it's up to us to control the population. I've been doing
We
my
have to
part.
send them back in time.
years.
It'll only
Me
compound
too.
the problem. If you send our modern hot dogs back in time, you're going to overbreed. It's going to compound.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
Guys, why don't we have our own Doctor Who-esque show?
I got
I mean,
really...
clearly,
Yeah, I
We're
agree.
just firing wieners and porn back in time. Be like, fuck it, let's see what happens. Wait for it. Something's got to change. We're just in a room looking at stuff.
Trout magazine, porn, giant dildos, and small dogs.
I got really
So-
drunk the other day before the typhoon, and I got drunk enough that I started talking about politics, which you guys know me well enough. I don't have an
Whoa.
opinion about that at all.
Whoa.
So I was pretty drunk.
Yeah. Dude, as long as I've known you, I don't think you or I either one, have ever been known to talk politics. Ever.
I don't know. Well, I wasn't talking about politics as much as I think my stance was that McDonald's is not evil.
Sam, that's not politics.
No, it's not.
You watched the debate. You watched the American debate the other night to see if McDonald's was going to.
I had a whole convoluted point, and the guy I was talking with eventually was like, "Okay, let's go. I'm done. I'm done with this weird convoluted point."
Guys, let's talk politics for a second. Chicken and McNuggets, is it honey barbecue or is it Buffalo Ranch? I'm just saying, we're divided as a nation.
Let's talk politics. McDonald's is not evil.
And what's this? That only white meat available in the continental U.S. That's bullshit, man. That's fucking bullshit.
You know, I had a point though. There was a point on why I said that. Oh, so you bait someone into that conversation, right?
Mm.
And then you use it as a stance to have a crazy, like you just have an opinion about something. Like, remember we talked about the veganism thing about how like you could say you're into veganism because you don't want to increase the ghost population, like
Yeah,
animal
Like
ghosts.
you're trying to keep your spectral
Right.
level down.
Right. But you
Special footprint.
you get someone to
Yep.
start talking about like the new U.S. president, and you say something like you just make some sort of, I don't know what it would be. You just make some sort of claim of like, you can't let Trump be the president because then he'll know. I don't know. I don't know exactly. It's like something that's completely ill-founded.
But it happens. And like I actually remember this very weirdly distinct memory as a kid during the Clinton Dole campaign, like running. I was in second fucking grade. So how old is that? Like
Second
fucking grade.
7. That's like 7.
That's like
It's
7?
I think.
Well,
So,
wait,
like,
hold on.
you
Are we
know,
talking about grades or fucking grades? Because I'm
Fucking
still in
s-
first fucking grade. I have yet to achieve second fucking grade. I'll keep you guys
Sorry, I was
posted.
in- So then in this case I'm referring to second grade level. So I was 7 years old. Either way,
Whoa,
some
what
kid
grade?
came
Okay,
up-
never mind. I don't want to ask you a personal question of what
Yeah, I
fucking
was
grade
like-
you are.
Let's not go there.
Angus.
Either way,
Choice prime cut.
Angus. What the hell's happening?
oh my god.
I'm talking about Bob Dole and I'm talking
All
about
I'm
fucking
trying to say, some fucking kid came up to me,
fucking
second grade, told me, look, we can't vote for Bob Dole. I'm 7, so I can't vote for jack shit. And I said, why? He said, Bob Dole, I don't know where this kid got this, and Bob Dole gets elected. He's shutting down Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, and Cartoon Network. And it became like our whole class was like, fuck that. And like this like ridiculous campaign against Bob Dole.
What a weird standing. Like, what
That's exactly what happens when you grow up. Is they say the same
kid?
shit.
Yeah. That kid
Take away our
Bob
is
Dole
that-
shut down the coal mines.
Yeah, that kid is gonna evolve into the guy on Facebook that says like, Bernie Sanders may be all for equality in college, but did you know that he agrees that it's okay to shoot horses when you feel like it? And you're like, what?
I think you should be able to shoot horses when you feel like it.
Yeah.
It's about time someone put those smug bastards
Is it
in their
against
place.
the law to shoot horses?
I don't think you just walk up and shoot things.
You can't just
People-
walk up and shoot a
Your
horse.
horse.
Especially horses, man. There's certain people have strong feelings for horses.
Yeah,
for
but if
some
it's your
reason.
horse, I can't shoot my horse.
No, that's you can't. You can't.
No,
abuse
if it was cowboy times.
Why? If I had a
If it-
cow, I
if it
could
was
shoot
ca-
my
if it was
cow and then eat
cowboy-
it.
No, if it
Well,
was cowboy
that-
times and it broke its leg, you could shoot it. That's what they all did. As
You
soon
can
as the
still
horse
do
fell
that.
down,
also,
they
you
shot
also
the
seem to be-
horse.
seem
Right
to
in
be
the face.
conveniently ignoring the fact that I said you can shoot horses when you feel like it. That means I just can fucking walk up to your farm and just pow 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 and be like, "Why'd you do that?"
I heard a story about a guy who was fucking around with a rifle.
Shoot your horse.
I heard a story.
Shoot him up.
He was messing around with a rifle, and he was just a crazy person. And he saw a cow. I guess he lived somewhere with like a huge field, and he saw his neighbor's cow like way out, and he just like aimed and he shot, and he got a bullet right up the cow's anus, and he killed the cow. And he had to pay for the cow. He had to pay for all the cow meat because he completely ruined this cow, and it died. And the farmer had no idea, just like rotted in the sun.
He had 100% pure black anus beef, though.
But like everyone in the
sorry.
comments thread was talking like, dude, you're a fucking idiot. Why would you shoot at anything? Why would you shoot the cow? He's like, I didn't know it was gonna
Wait,
get in the anus. Like, why did you shoot the cow? Why would you aim at the cow and
this is
shoot
someone
it?
that you actually knew?
No. This was a
Okay.
no. This is
I purposefully shot a cow with my BB gun in the not a cow, a bull in the nuts. Whenever our next door neighbor went on this kick when I was a kid, that decided he was going to buy a fucking bull every year for like 3 years, and that thing stunk and it made all these noises. I was like, "This what
he
is
bought
it?" That was-
3 bulls.
Huh?
He bought a bull every year for 3 years.
3 or 4, maybe more.
What is
No,
this?
no bull. Yes, bull.
Oh
There-
god.
Yeah, but it was.
Were they
oh, I hated
lasting
it.
every year? Did you, or was it just like he was replacing them?
What do you mean
when someone was
lasting?
No, he
having to?
replaced
Is he
it. He
wearing
would
them
raise
out?
it. Every year he would fatten the thing up and they would butcher it and like eat it all
Okay, yeah.
winter.
You can eat a bull.
And then the next. Yeah, it's meat.
Yeah, it
That's
is
what
None
you
of it's
eat.
got
eatable.
balls. Doesn't like the
Oh yeah, that's true.
doesn't like the adrenaline and testosterone something ruin the taste of the meat? You gotta like castrate it.
I have no idea,
No,
man. All I know is there's
ups
bulls
your-
over
it just-
there.
If you shoot it yourself,
ate
it
'em.
ups your adrenaline level.
You mean
Yeah.
shoot
Fucking
it? What do you mean
pump.
shoot it?
Shoot
Me?
it? No, not like shoot it with a gun.
Here's where my brain went. You ready? I thought you mean jerk the bull off, get its semen, and shoot it.
I was like, you think?
Oh, God.
That's what I thought you meant. That's what I
shooting
thought.
up pure beef.
Because she said shooting it will make you more powerful or something. I don't know what she said, but that's,
He said the adrenaline ruins the meat. I said, yeah, but like the adrenaline you get from shooting it makes it even better.
I thought you had
I
to consume some part of it to
Immediately went down the dirt road on that one.
shit. You know, I'm just gonna just reiterate that yes, no, you cannot just shoot. You can just shoot your dog if you feel like.
But you can't. Are you serious? You can't.
Yeah, no, you can't. And actually, there's the origin of the man's
do it all
best
the
friend
time, man.
came from a guy
They
that
get
just
hurt.
like he just shot a dog and or his somebody and his neighbor shot his dog and he's like, what's the big deal? I do it to my own. The guy went to court and basically was like, no, dogs are dogs. We can't just shoot them.
Okay.
And yeah.
So let's give a circumstance. My cat is really hurt. It's injured.
No, that happens all the time.
And
around here.
I'm gonna
For
bring
a
it
fact.
somewhere.
I mean,
and-
if they get hurt, if they're hurt,
right. I'm not saying just shoot the dog
Yeah.
because you're like, fuck you, dog.
right?
I heard a
Or
story.
your horse. Fuck that horse. It's smug bastard.
I heard a story about a guy who was dating this girl, and he goes to meet her parents for the first time. This is probably not true. You guys can be the judge at the end of the story if you want. But he goes to meet his.
I'm not judging anything. I don't give a shit.
It's too late for Nate.
He went to go meet his girlfriend's parents for the first time, and when they got there, their cat was super sick. They're her family cat was 15 years old cat, and they're gonna put it down. And he's like, I'll take care of it. I'm. I don't know why he volunteered, to be honest, but he did. So he takes a gun and he walks out to the hill, and he figures, well, man, I want to shoot this cat, so what the heck? He puts it on his foot and then flips it up in the air and then blasts it away.
What a complicated ordeal.
What?
I don't know. And then he turns around, the whole family watched him do that.
Yeah, because he did it like a fucking trick shot. You gotta at least have some humility. You ain't gonna be like, watch this, flip it a blow. Woo!
I mean, the cat's gonna die anyway.
Yeah, but you have to make a spectacle out of the family cat.
I agree. What was going on in that guy's head?
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, that's so messy. Oh,
That's your point. This is the mess.
Well, I'm just saying, you could have fucking you offer as a humble gesture to put out this family. I almost said family heirloom. This family member, and you're gonna fucking shoot it, throw it in the air and shoot it, blast its fucking brains all over the place.
What's the least messy way you can kill a cat? I guess you could just bury it alive. That's probably the least messy way.
No, probably put it on the ground and just put it point blank, bam, and then.
I don't want to shoot.
That's what my dad growing up. I remember him. There was this rabbit that got hurt. Like our dog had caught it, but it just broke its leg. And I was like, "Well, we can take care of it." And he's like, "No, it's not getting better." He's like, "I'll take it to the woods and let it go." And I didn't believe him. I was like, "Horse shit, Dad's going to do something because you knew it was fucked up." So he goes, "You wait on the porch," and then he goes into the woods, and of course I followed him. Yeah, and I ran out to the edge of the woods just in time to see him smash this rabbit with a shovel. I was like, "No, Father!" God. And he's like, "That's what we had to do." Yep.
What this makes me think is without modern medicine, we're all just one rocket away. You broke your toe, gotta kill you.
Exactly.
No, it's true.
You're absolutely right.
I go, no, you injured yourself in an inconvenient way. Well, we got blah.
Again, all the time in the Old West.
Or they would make you chew on a knife and then they cut off your leg.
Oof.
Why would they giggle? Well,
yeah, that's a real professional.
There's gold at their leg.
All right, watch your butt down real hard on this. So I'm real sorry about this. As you sawing off your fucking leg. Thanks for the professionalism, Doc.
Yeah, I have no idea. What were we talking about? How did we get here?
He tosses him up in the air.
If you could shoot a horse in the face.
Back. Well, first of all, I still feel like I could just shoot my horse. If I had a horse, I could shoot it.
No.
Okay, if I have a pet cow,
nobody knows about it. Nobody knows about it. You can do whatever you want.
You can't abuse an animal. Yeah,
that's
nobody
true
finds
about
out.
fucking
Nobody finds out. But if people find out, you can't just you have to have a license. I think you know what I mean, or
even
reasonable.
if you shoot horses.
What's that?
Oh,
I'm pretty sure that's not explicitly what it says. Not a certificate on your wall that says that Sam has completed the mandatory training to be certified to shoot horses.
Imagine if you left your wallet at a bar and they're trying to get your identification.
Cowl and large hat, so you can walk around like fucking Vampire Hunter D and shoot people's horses. What in the fuck? That's what I imagine you would look like. Just I
love the idea that you leave your wallet somewhere. And they're trying to figure out whose wallet belongs to, and the only ID in there is your horse shooting license.
Horse killer ID.
You're like, oh, horse. Yeah, sorry.
The horse hangman. You imagine it said horse hangman, and people are like, wait, is he hung like a horse, or does he hang horses? I'm confused.
I remember one time my friend came over. Friend of the show, but I'm not going to give his name because of the sensitive details I'm going to say in the story. But he came over, and when he left, on the couch where he was sitting was some sort of anus cream, right?
Yeah.
We all had a moment where
some kind of anus cream,
but not he didn't leave a trail like a snail.
Yeah, I was like, please say it was in a tube.
It was in a tube. It was prescription anus cream.
God. Holy crap!
What's on the couch? I don't know. It's some kind of anus cream.
Appears to be some sort of anus cream.
We can't invite him over again. No, but we all looked at each other, and it was prescription. It had his name on it, and it was clearly for that. And we all made a decision of never talking about it again, and we threw it into the woods. If he called us, we're like, no, man, we didn't see it. So, give him the, we don't know your anus is in trouble.
How the fuck did we get here from the horse shooting?
Wait, did he call about the cream?
I don't know. I don't know who we called about the cream, but we denied its existence. Which, honestly, we probably should have just been adults and given him his anus cream. He clearly needed it.
That's probably expensive prescription ass cream.
Yeah, probably.
But I still laughed about that. I laughed about that last week. Of just the memory of us looking at each other clearly what we should do here is throw this into the woods.
Dude, the woods gets the shit of all humanity.
It really does.
If you think about it, the woods gets it all, man. The woods gets anus cream. It gets it gets bodies. People put bodies out there.
It's kids running around in ghillie suits with paintball guns, just fucking ruining nature.
Yeah, if it's not getting bodies shoved in it, we're cutting it down. The woods.
Wait. Let's back up. Because we took 7.
To fucking where, Sam? To where?
I don't remember.
We're too deep in.
So I found this boat full of tranny porn. Wait, I didn't find it. Wait. No, we never solved that debate though. Here's the thing. Do you think it was full of porn and crashed, or do you think? Because I don't know what's weirder.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Or that there was a boat that crashed and someone found the shell of a boat and filled it full of porn. But here's the thing: is if it's there, and that's a thing, and people know about it, are they doing like an honor system thing where they're taking porn and taking it and watching it and bringing it back and being
Like a rental?
Yeah, but it's just free. It's just an honor system.
It's not.
Like.
There's like a silent movie going on, but it's not. I don't. It makes more sense that there was a boat full of porn and it crashed. Then there was a hull of a boat that people filled with porn. That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. It might. I don't know which one.
It doesn't make sense.
That makes as much sense as going into the woods and finding a pile of porn in the woods.
I think that's just.
But at least it's like you have your own secret porn pile. If it's a whole boat and you think it's like a communal effort. Like it's like a library of sorts.
What are these living occasions that people have? What are these events how do people live that they can't just hide porn somewhere in their domicile? They have to go into the goddamn woods or find a hull of a boat.
I mean, I can understand.
Probably someone whose political career would be ruined by hundreds of transsexual porn.
You honestly want to know what my first thought was? Yeah, was that it was some person who had a bunch of shit that probably some of it was illegal and just didn't want it in their house and had it on their fucking boat and one day didn't moor their boat correctly or something and then just fucking whoops, it just drifted to shore and now I have to imagine he's taking a stroll, this person, he or she, and they see whoops. There's this boat on the shore and everybody's like, the fuck, this is full of porn. And they just they're jauntily jogging and they just see it and their eyes widen and they just immediately turn around, just hustle in the other direction. Fuck,
my mooring.
Fuck.
My lackadaisical mooring finally got up with me.
Oh no. Well, yeah, just that's what he said was whoops.
Been too laissez-faire.
There goes my fucking life. Whoops.
Yeah,
H-O-O-P-S.
I guess I'm not running for office.
Stride. Doesn't even break stride, just turns around and never comes back.
Jeb, it's back to Florida.
He just whips out his bindle out of nowhere. Well,
what's crazy is, you bring up a good point. That is finding a boat of transvestite porn seems like a Florida thing, not a Connecticut thing.
I mean, there's a lot of rich people in Connecticut. That's all I'm going to say.
They're filling yachts of porn.
More money equals more time equals you find more
porn. It means equals more porn.
Florida's just a lot of drugs, I think. I think I've met some crazy people in Connecticut with too much money, and here, quite frankly. So that doesn't surprise me someone have a yacht full of porn. I'd see that more likely. I feel like in Florida it would be man drives flaming car full of porn into library. That sounds like more of a Florida headline.
What would the motive there be?
The motive? I don't think there was a motive.
He was trying to drop something off in the books.
It was an accident.
Well,
the fire was not intentional.
Speaking of motives,
comes on and goes, well, this appears to be completely serendipitous. So, why
is the police chief Liam Neeson again?
Yes,
was that Liam Neeson?
Why does he sound the guy driving the flaming car full of porn into a library? Oh, this appears to be serendipitous.
Liam Neeson, Leslie Nielsen.
Leslie
Nielsen had taken porn.
Why I said Leslie Nielsen? Only the last time I've even thought of Leslie Nielsen.
But speaking of motives, there was a story about. So there's a huge typhoon here. Right?
Uh-huh.
And it was crazy. It was super hard. Trees got knocked over, pulling up sidewalks and stuff. It was really.
It was one of the biggest one in the world this year.
Oh, really?
Wow, Jesus.
Yeah,
it was pretty strong. It happened on the fucking Saturday, so I didn't lose school.
Looking outside, trees are flying past.
Really strong. I don't know. But anyway, so
we got cows.
There was a I guess a boyfriend girlfriend, and they wanted to go get pizza during the storm, but they don't deliver. The pizza stores are open, but you have to go get it, right?
Uh-huh.
And they have an argument over who's going to go get the pizza. Is the girlfriend? Is the boyfriend? Who's going to do it? Right? And the girlfriend got so upset that she stabbed and killed him.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, apparently people aren't used to being cooped up over there.
They lose their goddamn mind.
Not good with being cooped.
They ain't good about being cooped.
They never even seen Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
They ain't cooping. They ain't good cooping.
What's up, Coop?
But what I imagine happened is she pulled a knife oh, fuck you, you're not going to get the pizza, I'm going to stab you. And he's like, yeah, oh yeah, you're not going to stab me. She's like, what? No.
Stab.
And then he was like, oh.
My brief experience with Taiwanese people has been that they're super nice. So if it got to the point where one pulls a knife on you, you probably should take them a little bit serious.
Yeah, especially if it's
you know what I mean?
Especially if it's a lady folk.
Yeah.
Those are always the most incredulous news headlines to me, though. I feel like that shit happens more than it should. Yeah, Yeah, your mystery lunch could be, just say if she asks you to pick something up, go get it.
What were we talking about? So wait, no, wait, okay. hold on.
So getting
Politics.
stabbed over a
McDonald's
hot
isn't evil.
pizza, hot and
pizza.
ready.
Yeah, hot and ready. They don't have that here though. I would just go. I mean, I wouldn't let it get to the point of stabbing. I'd be like, I want pizza too. Let's go together. Why wouldn't that? That should have been what they did. They went together.
That's what they do. I mean, that's where you grow as a couple. just go into the storm together. Once more into the breach.
I don't feel strongly enough about anything to
Let's
stab.
go.
My question is, in situations like that, because I feel like I read a very recent headline, something similar. It's like, man refused to take out trash, woman, shot him with a gun or something,
Well, that's not the first time he's not taking out the trash.
I'm gonna take out the trash.
Okay. What was the moment preceding that? And also, I want to know what the level of tension is. Is it like, honey, can you go get that pizza? It's really raining out there. I don't want to go. You go.
Get the fuck.
Well, I think you should go now. You go. And does that continue on, or is she like, honey, go get that pizza, but it's wet? And she just fucking whips out a knife. She's like, fuck you, fuck you and your shit. I'm done.
No, this is that whole thing had to be.
That couldn't have been the first.
There's deep-seated things like somebody fucked somebody else or something. I mean, something's going on. You don't stab somebody over pizza. I mean, you do if you're completely
I was
bongered.
like, what kind of pizza? I'd be like, what kind of pizza are we talking?
I don't think the pizza comes into it. I don't think.
What we talk about? Meat lovers pizza or just cheese? Like what are we getting stabbed over here?
I don't know, but I can tell you what the headline would be.
Like if you die over a Domino's pizza, that's a life wasted.
That is. I can tell you what the headline would be for the news article.
Like if I get fucking stabbed over a Domino's pizza, like bury me in the fucking tomb of the unknown soldier or something. Like don't even give me a name because I clearly
just in there with him.
I guess I'm
sorry, unknown buddy. She's in here for pizza stabbing.
Don't give me a name. Don't even give me a name because something in my life went horribly wrong to lead me to that point.
Okay, here's what you need to do, Taylor. You need to. Listen, relationship tests are a real thing. Nate and I pulled one the other day. You remember Nate the drawing? Anyway, so what you need to do is you need to test your boyfriend just real casually.
Okay.
Wait, how did we test something the other day?
Remember that drawing? Remember that weird drawing of like a cricket making out with a dog and a duck cricket making out with a rabbit?
Oh yeah. Oh shit, yeah.
Well,
that's right.
There's this weird drawing.
Please continue.
Basically, that drawing ruined Nate's marriage, and so then I sent it to my.
No, it didn't ruin it. It just let me know that I knew from that point on. I knew right then.
Please, someone lift the veil over my eyes because I just want to know the details of this.
There's this weird drawing, and then Nate. It's exactly what you think. It's a cricket making out with a dog, and like a duck making out with a kitten, and like a man.
Did you guys draw them?
No,
a man was making out with a grasshopper. No, that's the thing. is I didn't draw them, but I wished I drew them. So what happened is at where I work, we had this direct-to-garment printer that would print anything that you wanted. It would print, and we were selling it. So the last day, my boss was like, "If you guys want any shirts printed, now's the time." And I was like, "What's?" And that popped in my head, and I was like, "That's what I want. I want that crazy ass shirt with the guy making out with the cricket or the grasshopper, and like the cricket making out with the dog, and then the duck making out with the
kitten.
The kitten, yeah. I mean, the duck even got lips. I mean, it's great." So this was all when I was like, "That's what I want." So I printed that shirt, and they're like, "Man, that's funny. Like that's a crazy thing." They're like, so I printed this on my shirt. I brought it home, and I showed my wife at the time, and I was like, "Look at this shirt. Isn't that awesome?" She's like, "Yeah." And I could tell she was like, "What the fuck is that?" Like that I could tell as soon as I said it.
Which honestly is the correct response.
I was just
But I was excited. I was like a little kid who like found free money or something. I was like, "Look what I got!" And she was like, "Whoa, like oh yeah, that's great." But I could tell she didn't think it was great, and I could tell something was bothering her for like days. And I kept every time I bring up that shirt, like she'd get really weird about it. And I was like, "What the fuck?" And finally, she said, "I was like, oh, that shirt's great. I was like, I can't wait to wear that somewhere." And I was like, "Oh, it'd be funny to wear it here, yeah." And then she's like, "Oh yeah." And finally, it's like she was like, "Where did you find that? Where'd you?" And I was like, "I don't know. It was on something me and Sam found like when we were in college, like for some bloggers." I was like, "I don't know." She goes, "Did you draw that?" I was like, "No." And I said, "I wish I did." And she goes, "Oh," she goes, "Thank you." She goes, I was like, "That's the weirdest thing." She's like, "If you had drawn that," she goes, "I don't know." She goes, "Whole time," she goes, "I thought you had drawn that." And I was thinking like, what's going on in his head that he would just take the time to sit down and draw these like incredibly detailed drawings of like a man making out with a grasshopper and like a duck making out with a cat. And I was like, "What are you thinking?" And I was like, "I wish I drew that though. Like I wish like that's awesome." And from that point on, I was like, I just knew we weren't on the same page. I was like, this isn't going to work. I knew. I was like, that's the point that I knew. It went on for a long time after that, but I knew at that point. In retrospect, looking back, I was like, that's when I knew. She didn't think that was funny. She thought I was crazy for even liking it. And I was like, wait, that'll never work.
Right, yeah.
This never
I was
worked.
going to say.
That's the whole thing. That's your whole.
Do you have a copy of this
That was
image?
it.
Because
Yeah, I'll show it to you.
Oh, yeah.
I need to do this, and then I need to give you guys a recon on the next episode.
Well, I sent it to my girlfriend and told her I did draw it. I said, look what I drew. And she goes, wow, cool. How did you draw it?
But you immediately told her it was a goof. But she could have been saying, like, oh, maybe, I don't know what to say because you sprung it on her. That's funny.
I know. I wish I had. I know.
Like, that's awesome. I send the craziest shit to my poor boyfriend all day long, so I don't think it would be a surprise. He was like, you did this? I'd be like, yeah.
That's what she said what disturbed her, is that I would take the time to draw those incredibly detailed lines. I was like, no, but if I had thought of that before this motherfucker did, I guarantee I would have spent a week of my life meticulously drawing a man making out with a grasshopper.
Like a man's size. A man's size. Grasshopper,
They're all
too.
giant. They're all appropriately sized.
Oh my god, that's incredible. Yeah, if you can't fucking appreciate that, then
That's what I feel, man.
oh man, that's great. No, I feel like I post like weird shit all the time, and if people can't, and if people don't like it, then like I'm just like I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
It definitely.
Sorry.
You gotta be prepared for some just depths of the internet shit. Say if we're gonna be friends or date. So no, I mean the grasshopper test. It's a good test. I'm gonna try it out.
The grass.
Yeah,
let
but
you guys-
it was odd that's what set it off. It was like,
Should I send
clearly
it with
done weird shit
context?
before that.
I sent it to my girlfriend. I just said I drew this.
Oh my god.
I'll ask her right now.
I'm a little scared.
One thing. When I sent you this picture, what did you think? Remember when I sent this to you? What did you think when I sent that to you? You just thought it was funny? I told you I drew it. You didn't think that was weird?
I don't think you drew it.
I know. I didn't draw it. You didn't believe that I drew it right away? Well, I wish I did. You don't think it's weird? You don't think it's weird?
I like it.
She has a lot of heart.
She's
Sam.
a keeper.
She's a keeper.
Everyone's saying it. You're a keeper. You're a good girlfriend because you don't think that's that weird.
Why?
No, that's
Sam,
good. It's good.
It's good.
Kip, don't go. Don't push any further.
It's good though.
Now that I've gazed into the abyss, and apparently the abyss gazing back is a man making out with
big doe like pony eyes.
Yeah, shit. That's weird. Anyway, okay.
All right. Well, we should make a movie. We should make a movie where that's the entire thing is we send porn to the past and see how that would ruin the future.
Oh yeah.
That would have terrible consequences on the future.
No, it would probably end up just like it is now. Maybe someone's already sent porn to the past, and that's how we ended up with the internet, because that's all you do on it.
That's not true. We're not using porn right now. We're using the internet not for porn. Well, I guess we're talking about porn. Shit, you're right.
We're talking about it. Shit. You're right.
It comes from oh shit, you're comes full circle. Imagine you open up a portal to the past, right? And living things can't go back, right? They die if they go back. So you're like, well,
Right.
just send all this porn. Just start throwing porn, just throwing it into this portal.
I just imagine doing like a
Where there's a
flyover,
man-
just fucking throwing pages. Right? Yeah, a man making out with a fucking grasshopper, a photoshopped image, like so it looks real. I honestly, I'd be less interested in sending porn to the past than like making like a photorealistic like unicorn or some shit, or like some guy with like guns for hands,
Well,
like
clearly-
shooting fire out of
Clearly,
his
the
ass.
best thing to do would be send like intricate diagrams of how to make things. Like this
That are
is-
wrong.
I mean, yeah, that would be the right thing to do. I'm saying what would be like the most like fucking just mind blowing thing to do.
mind blowing.
Send them the exact directions of like how to make something, but include one key ingredient that doesn't exist. It's just fictional, and replace like some actual part with
Well, the
that.
thing
Like how
is,
to
though,
make a
if
car, but it's gotta.
If it's advanced enough,
Replace
it
like
might
a
as well be
carbon
fictional. Where are they gonna get? Where are they gonna get a catalytic converter? They don't. They can't make a platinum catalytic converter. Where the fuck are they gonna do that?
Yeah, but I mean, something doesn't exist even in our time. It doesn't exist in any reality.
Sure, but I'm saying is like if you give them a diagram of how to build like a Tesla Model T or something, like it might as well be fictional. They're not gonna be able to do it.
Yeah, they're like, okay, now superheat this metal and bend it with your robotic assistant.
But at some
They're like,
point
"Wait,
they
what?"
would. They would pass that down.
Sure, but like it's like
Basically, we just fuck ourselves up because we'd have just like a bunch of like prototype cars sitting around that no one could figure out.
or you do even more useless, like have them make something like a computer mouse. Like, well, we made it. What the fuck is it? They built a computer mouse in 1200.
Or you bring back like a high-tech gaming mouse.
And there's like in
you bring back some-
hieroglyphics of in Egypt, people would we built
Sorry.
the thing, and
I just
Yeah,
imagine
we
bringing
did
back
this.
something so
Do we
completely obtuse.
Pray to
and
it?
just,
Like, what do we do? Just
like
pray
you bring
to
back
it. Fuck
like
it.
a commemorative Despicable Me Minions beer
McDonald's
cozy or
mug.
something. They're just
Yeah.
like, the fuck?
Oh,
what's great, what's so incredible is if we were able to create a time machine, and the first thing we did was fuck with the past. Like that, we're like, well,
which is the first law of what you don't do with a time machine. It's like,
Yep.
we don't fuck with the past. And then the first thing you do is fuck with the past.
We would just be the three kings bearing our various gifts. Sam's bringing some sort of bizarre porn.
why am I bringing the bizarre porn?
I've got
Is that
a
what you
t-shirt
said
with a
at
guy
first?
making out with a cricket. Ow.
Take this sacred shroud. Learn from it. It is all. It is all.
That the
knowing.
Bible would be way different if we were the three kings sending them the gifts. Here is porn. Here was a computer mouse. Here's a drawing of a hang gliding penis. Blessed are thee.
We bring these
Poetry
gifts for the
great.
young Messiah.
Okay, goodbye.
Is that how we leave?
Yep, goodbye.
Is it,
Goodbye.
okay, bye, and we just fucking zap back into the stratosphere?
Yep.